Hillary's smear secret is out. Is there a vast left-wing conspiracy yet?
No, I think they're just a bunch of liberal loons. I mean, the fact that United States senators are taking time out of their day to condemn a talk radio host, it's really mind-boggling.
Well, they're trying to take the attention away from the move-on thing about Petraeus. Can they be effective?
It's kind of in their nature. Democrats haven't been doing so well since there have been alternative media. In that Salon interview Lizzie Edwards gave, in which she questioned whether Hillary was as feminine as her husband. She began the whole interview by saying she wanted to start showing up at Ann Coulter speeches and, stalking me, yelling things out. Can you imagine Mitt Romney saying he's going to, I don't know, start heckling Michael Moore or something? The Democrats are just a very weird party.
Well, are they getting any traction out of this, trying to change the subject from Petraeus and move on to Rush and phony soldiers?
No, I think we're getting more traction than they are by pointing out what a bunch of loons they are.
How come they didn't attack Charlie Gibson on ABC News when he did the same thing 2 days earlier?
How come they didn't attack me? That is the more important question. There's a lot to attack there.
Well, I know. Did you do this? Did you do phony soldier?
No, but I will if that's what it takes.
Well, it does. I mean, is there such a thing as a phony soldier?
No, that's what I mean. I don't even understand. I get an ice cream headache trying to figure out what they're claiming someone said. And, the week before that, though, I am loath to defend O'Reilly since he doesn't defend me. But, what O'Reilly says, he went out, had dinner at a black restaurant with some black people and had a nice time. It's racist. It's racist. I can't even follow what their train of logic is. I mean, I feel like I need them to stand up like Ross Perot with a flowchart.
All right, so but this would ordinarily be ignored. This is just something out on the blogosphere, but it makes it to the floor of the Senate. One senator accuses Limbaugh of drug use. Another one says he ought to be shamed and asks his syndicator to fire him. Now you got General Wesley Clark saying take him off Armed Forces radio.
All right.
What is the logic here behind these people of stature taking on this particular beef?
I suppose they don't want to talk about the issues. I suppose they don't want to have to respond to MoveOn.org and the loonies who want them to preside over a humiliating defeat for America in Iraq. So maybe they can satisfy their base by going after conservative commentators.
One of the things Limbaugh said today was, you should look at this because if Hillary Clinton is president, these are the people who will be in her administration. Do you believe that's true?
Let's see. I'm thinking she might not be that crazy. Would she do away with them? She might. Hillary may not be that crazy, though. She's pretty crazy.
Ann Coulter, author of the brand new book, If Democrats Had Any Brains, They'd Be Republicans. Thanks a lot, Ann.
Thank you.
And it seems like they're trying to pick off one conservative after another.
Right.
It's all the Clinton machine to prepare for her run and hurt anybody that might be an opponent of hers.
Right.
If Bill gets involved in a problem with some woman or Hillary gets involved with something with campaign financing and everything goes to hell for the Clintons, of course someone can creep by them or her. But you can't count on all the forces of nature working against Hillary between now and Christmas.
But she was, and she involved herself in scandalous and corrupt behavior. So with this chapter now opened on the Clintons, we understand why she wants to hide this part of her story. But we have to ask, how does she possibly think she'll be able to escape this too?
No, you want to pin this on Hillary Clinton because of his behavior.
No, the only concern with the Clinton campaign is we have seen strange campaign contribution scandals before.
Hillary Clinton's maniacal laughing fits on Fox News Sunday have sparked speculation that she is trying to get voters to believe that she's not the cold, calculating candidate that the press has often characterized her as. But will Hillary be laughing all the way to the White House, or will the campaign tricks turn her into a laughing stock? Is she trying to manipulate people?
Well,
unfavorable's too high?
I have to quote my wife Eileen's characterization of that laugh. She wrote in our Fox News column, "A loud, inappropriate, and mirthless laugh. A scary sound that was somewhere between a cackle and a screech."
Americans' opinion of Senator Hillary Clinton continues to get more negative.
This tape shows Hillary Clinton in the process of committing at least 4 or 5 felonies under federal election law.
Hillary and Bill Clinton suffer from ADD.
Hillary Sodom Clinton, the front-running Democrat presidential nomination for 2008, next year, is a Jew hater.
Stop arguing. I think she's out to get the women vote because she has a right to it, because she's a woman, and you go for your people first.
Hi, everybody. Tonight's big story, the gloves are off. Hillary Clinton reported to be already digging up the dirt on Barack Obama.
I think I agree that Hillary has been very hawkish on the war, far more hawkish than I, an out-of-the-closet right-winger, has been.
Than Hillary, that she harkens back to the 90s. I think she's been a very sensible senator. I think, in fact, it's hard to disagree with her on the war. But when I see her again, all the cootie vibes sort of resurrect themselves.
That's a technical term.
I'm sorry. I must represent a lot of people.
Politics, yeah.
I actually find her positions appealing in many ways. I just can't stand her.
Take a look at what she really said when she cast that vote and what she's saying now.
Welcome back to Hardball. Hillary Clinton seems to have a strategy. Nobody gets to criticize her.
Senator Hillary Clinton became a New Yorker, specifically to run for the Senate. Now some wonder if she's trying to become a Southerner to run for president after a rather strange speech in Selma, Alabama. Take a listen.
Does Hillary Clinton support universal health care, that is, health care for all Americans paid for by the government?
Dan, I don't know about you, but I don't think anybody saw this one coming. Hillary Clinton has decided to run for president. I heard that. I had to read it three or four times. As I watched Hillary's announcement on her website, which I watch all the time, it's great, I was struck by a couple of things. One, her delivery. It had all the charm and charisma of a roof shingle.
Welcome back to Hannity and Combs. The Vast Right-Wing Conspiracies Dossier on Hillary Clinton is a new book that claims New York Senator and presidential hopeful Hillary Clinton has been stuffing her war chest full of foreign dollars.
Everybody lies in politics, but the Clintons, they do it with such ease, it's troubling. Bill was a reckless guy. God knows, is there anyone more politically ambitious than Hillary?
Senator Hillary Clinton hits the Hawkeye State campaigning and singing, and further nuancing her stand on Iraq with the implication we need to be out of there or on the way out of there before Mr. Bush is on his way out of the White House. Making her first visit as a presidential candidate to the first stop on the campaign trail over the weekend, choosing a town hall question and answer session to step up her rhetoric against the administration.
Apparently March 1st is the time when Newt's going to break out the claws because he now is calling her a nasty woman.
Endlessly ruthless campaigner. Does think she'll be the nominee, but says no one will outmud the Clintons.
Some interesting correlations being made today about the French presidential election and the U.S. election coming up next year. Carol Costello once again joining us from New York. What's this all about, Carol?
Well, Wolf, it's about riding on a winner's coattails and using that other guy's win to deflect criticism from yourself.
The middle class, what do they want?
They want whatever's not Hillary. Gary B is dead on, and really, Rudy is better just because he's not Hillary. This health care is exactly what Gary B was talking about. It is universal health care. It's going to kill the middle class. You look at what the Democrats have done.
Seriously, would it be good for America to have Bill Clinton back living in the White House?
You've got to be kidding.
No, I know. His wife's running.
The only thing I can think of to be as bad as that would be to have the gang of three running the war on terror: Pelosi, Reid, and Hillary Clinton. So I have to be honest with you, I think it would be an awful thing.
No, because it obviously would mean that Senator Clinton is the President of the United States, and we don't want that.
Should the Clintons come back to the White House, especially?
No one on this stage probably knows Hillary Clinton better than I do, and I will tell you that it's probably not a good idea to have either of them in the White House.
Senator Clinton's recent positions, and the reality is in the 1990s, we were on defense in dealing with Islamic fundamentalist terrorism for a lot of reasons.
I think it'd be bad because it would mean that Hillary Clinton would be elected, not because of who she is, but because of the policies that she stands for.
No, because that would mean that Hillary Clinton would be President of the United States, and where you have been is where you're going to go. And Hillary Clinton tried to socialize medicine
in this a very bad idea. You need to keep that in the private sector.
Were you surprised yesterday when Hillary Clinton in New Hampshire raised the specter of a grand right-wing conspiracy? Raised the specter of a grand right-wing conspiracy. A grand right-wing conspiracy.
But on the flip side, nobody's fine-tooth combing through all these other people's personal lives like they do the Clintons. I mean, they can get away with things in other lower-profile campaigns that they cannot with the Clintons. So you have, you know, you have the pros and cons of being the world's most famous couple.
You're saying not just did Hillary disagree with this position of the Clinton administration in 1997, but also about their personal lives and their marriage. And
oh, sure. I mean, especially when we get into the general. I mean, the Democratic primary is going to be about issues and leadership and stuff like that. When you get into the generals, if Hillary is the nominee, we're going to hear all about their personal lives again. I mean, this is going to be all Clinton personal life 24/7.